So, example of a question that you're going to have on MyMathLab asks you to interpret the slope as a rate of change, and it gives you an equation. So what you need to look at when you look at this equation is, what's the slope? Well, remember, you can find the slope from an equation if it's in slope-intercept form, and m is the coefficient in front of x. So what's in front of x, or how many x's do I have? I have 1x. So we can say that my slope is 1. And it's a positive 1. That's a positive 1. Remember, slope is written as rise over run. So take the 1 that I have here. Any whole number can be written as a fraction by putting it over 1. So my slope is 1 over 1. So the slope of the line, it's 1. You can put that right there. So indicates that the y value, now remember, this is your changes in y's over your changes in x's. So your y is on the top, your x is on the bottom. So if your slope is positive, okay, both of these numbers are positive, they're both going to increase. So this means that the y value increases by whatever number's on the top, 1, as the x value, because it's also positive, increases by 1. It's just a crazy way to say that for every 1 we rise up, and up is positive, so that's an increase, we run to the right, and going to the right is also positive 1. It's just another way of saying that. So let's do another example. Let me get a clean sheet. Here's a really good example. This is going to be one of those that's going to make you want to pull your hair out. So let's look at it. First of all, our slope is negative 4/7. What does that mean? 4 isn't negative and 7 negative. They can't both be negative, because anytime you have a negative divided by a negative, you're going to have a positive answer. So typically we will put the negative sign with the numerator and leave the bottom sign, or the bottom number, as it is. So this negative can go up top or it can go down bottom, but it can't go both places. You don't have negative 4 over negative 7, because if you did, put it in the calculator, negative 4 divided by negative 7 is going to give you a positive 4/7. Even though it didn't actually divide, it's still going to make it positive. So the slope of the line is negative 4/7. Okay, so because the numerator is negative, this indicates we have a decrease. Because this is positive, this is going to increase. So the y value is going to decrease. And it's going to decrease by 4 units. Now, I know you want to put a negative 4 here because that number is negative 4. But because it used the word decrease, that is telling us that this 4 is negative. So just put the number there. This tells me whether it's negative or positive. If we said increase, then I would know it was positive. So this is going to indicate that the y value decreases by 4 as the x value increases by 7. So, not that any of this is hard, it's just different the way that it's worded, just to help you with your homework, save you some frustration. Just make sure if it decreases, the word decrease means that we're taking this down, and it's going to take into account that negative number.